Peace, YouTube fam. Coming back at y'all with another YouTube, well, duh, it's a YouTube video, or just that YouTube fam. But look, man, it's after hours. You dig what I'm saying? It's like 10 o'clock, going on 11. You feel me? I'm just in the lab working on some designs. You feel me? I'm gonna turn the camera so I could see. You know what I'm saying? I got my wine in the cup, so I'm just vibing. So I was just like, hey, let me pull out the camera, throw some background music on, copyright free. Let me just drop some knowledge. You dig? Gotta get this knowledge off. I gotta give it to the people. You did. But what I want to talk about is for my fellas, do not get caught up in that red pill content. Now, if anybody don't know what I mean when I say red pill content, um, now when I say, I'm not saying the red pill community on YouTube. I'm not saying it's all bad, but a lot of guys get too caught up in it. Okay, so I'm explaining what it is. It's basically a community that, in a sense, hold. I guess you could say they hold women accountable, or like they pinpoint the issues with women or how women move and how women act. And I get it. Trust me, I understand. Cause in a way, it's they speak on things that you still need to hear. Like it's certain they be right about a lot of things, but the issue comes in is when you get too obsessed with the information, or too caught up in the whole red pill community. You feel me? Because what I had to realize for with myself, the reason why I pulled back from even watching a lot of the red pill videos, because what I had to realize is I wasn't having a lot of the issues that guys was complaining about. You feel me? I would say like, oh, women ain't shit, but majority of the encounters I would have with women, like I wouldn't get disrespected. You know what I'm saying? It would be a whole different vibe than what other guys would get. Even with me being a short nigga at 5'6", you feel me? I wouldn't have these same issues that a lot of guys would be talking about, be saying, oh, a woman this, that. I just like, I had to take a step back and really observe, like, huh, I don't really be having these issues. And even go along with that, a lot of women, like we as a society, we tend to group everybody into one category just because we had certain experiences from particular people. But it's like, you haven't dated every man in the world for the ladies, or for the guys. You haven't dated every woman in the world. You feel me? So you can't really say, oh, women ain't shit. It's just like, bro, the ones you were around, the ones you were attracting, that's how they were moving. But you can't speak for all of them. You can't put that label on all of them. You feel me? It's just not right. And I had to get out of that form of thinking. I had to get out of that form of thinking because it was it's I found myself starting to get drug into the loophole of wanting to point the finger at women, saying, "Oh, they doing this wrong. They doing this wrong." Most of these, bro, I'm telling you, I done been around them. Most of these guys who be saying, "Oh, women, they doing this, they doing that," but they don't be too far onto what they be needing to do either. So it's like it be going both ways. So it come down to the point, like, bro, if you would just focus on you, like I said, you might be one of them guys where you don't even have these issues, but you keep going off of these other people's rhetoric and what they're saying. You like, oh yeah, women ain't shit, but when you really sit back and think about it, you don't even be having these type of issues with women. Cause that's what I had to do. I'm like, bro, I don't even women fight with me big time. Like, so it's like, I don't. It's important for me to understand. You know what I'm saying? I guess the red pill community, or the information that they put out, because they do put out truth. But at the same time, I had to understand that I wasn't even attracting a lot of those women. You feel me? I know what to look for. Well, I know what those type of women look like, or what they do due to the red pill community. So I'm not saying the information isn't important sometimes, that the information they put out. But what I'm saying is, do not get too deep into that rabbit hole of constantly consuming that content of red pill, because it leads you into a dark place of coming from a hatred, a place of hatred. for the other sex, it's just like, bro, we're not building together when we constantly keep pointing the finger. We accept accountability first, and once we accept accountability first, we should be able to right our wrongs within our party as is. Like, we shouldn't have to talk about the other sex talk about us. We should be able to talk about ourselves and come together and say, hey, this is what we've been fucking up at. Okay, hey, this is what we've been fucking up at. Okay, let's fix it. But instead, they doing this, they doing this, they doing this, they doing this. Bro, if more guys understood this, that the way you show up, how you present yourself in the beginning is really everything, bro. So if you show up unconfident, if you show up lackluster, if you show up not in your masculine frame, and then all of a sudden you try to become down the back end, it's like who you presented initially is usually what they mold you as. You dig what I'm saying? So you can't expect a woman to mold you as this alpha male figure if you didn't present yourself like that from Jump Street. That initial appearance, that initial foundation, you didn't present yourself like that. And back to my guys who don't even be having these problems with women, I'm telling you, you're going to find yourself bashing women, and particularly what I be saying, bashing black women, because that's the big thing in our community. I'm not saying other races don't be having men and women disputes, but I'm just speaking on my community because I see it the most, because I'm more concerned with my community, so therefore I see it the most within us. I'm not saying other communities don't do it or other races don't do it. I just know that we do it. You did. But fellas, a lot of guys who, like I said, don't really be having these issues, but it's like they make it their issue because a lot of these other guys are having these issues. But it's like, bro, you don't have that type of relationship with women. Women respect you. Women don't, you know what I'm saying? Women don't talk over you. Because when you show up in your masculine frame, and masculine frame ain't even about being macho. Like I said, I'm 5'6", and I get mutual respect from majority of the women I come in contact with. Just off the rip, just because I carry myself. I'm not no loudmouth nigga. I don't be trying to put my chest out of everybody and whatnot. I'm a laid back in the corner type of nigga. I can have a conversation about damn near everything, but I'm laid back, I'm chill. But yet I still get respect from all age groups of women just because my charisma, how I carry myself, my energy, the aura that you put out, and your aura that you put out comes from inward and it protrudes outward. So, fellas, you gotta start understanding women can feel these pheromones that's coming off of your energy. No one can feel energy like women because women are divinely connected to nature. That's just what it is. Mother Earth, Mother Nature. The woman species is naturally connected to nature, so they have that high level of intuition. Not saying men don't have intuition as well, but women have that high level of intuition. They feel that energy. They can feel your aura. They can feel those pheromones. Just the same way you can feel that certain vibe off of Shawty, they can feel that same way with that vibe off of you. And if you operate on a high level, they either gonna come in a respectable manner, or two, they're not even gonna be around you. Cause if they one of them types that like to try niggas, and they can sense that your aura on a certain level, they wouldn't even come around you or even try to speak to you. You did. So it comes down to that, bro. You gotta know what ballpark you're sitting in, and it comes down to that. Some guys are in the ballpark of where, you know, women don't really respect you, or, you know what I'm saying, you don't really have that respect from women, and they don't see you as that I guess, would you say, a dominant figure in a sense. But that just comes with It comes with knowing yourself and analyzing how women accept your presence when you're around. Do they take you as a joke? Do they brush off anytime you say something? Do they just brush it off? Do they actually listen to what you're saying? Are they attentive to what you're saying? Are they talking over you? All these things you got to start evaluating when you're around women, so you'll be able to, judge like, okay, this is where I'm at when it comes to when I'm around women, how they accept my presence and my energy. And from that, you'll be able to know, okay, I need to change some things around, or you'll be like, okay, I'm good. I need to focus on remaining who I am. I don't need to focus on the issues that other men are having with women, because a lot of guys do that. I'm telling you, a lot of guys do that. They hear about problems that dudes are having on the internet and whatnot. Be like, these women ain't on. But when you go around women, they be vibing with you, they be laughing, all that. So what is your real issue with women? Granted, it's some out there that is be on that BS. I get it. But like I said, majority of the women that I come in contact with, it be good vibes, bro. I'm talking about all ages. It be good vibes. And I don't sugarcoat when I'm speaking around them. I speak my mind. I speak my mind. But because I know how to articulate myself, and I'm versatile in the things I can speak about, they can't just write me off as some bullshit ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? They kind of take heed to what I'm actually saying. You feel me? It's a difference. It's a difference. So I just one thing I gotta tell guys, man. Don't get caught up in that red pill content, because you'll find yourself down a path that you wasn't even supposed to be down. You'll find yourself arguing with women. You'll find yourself having hatred for women. And it's like, bruh, I can never get to that point. It's like I love women too much to even get to that point. You feel me? So what I'm going to do, even though I know it's women out here who are on that BS, because I love that feminine energy so much, I'm going to focus on those women that have that feminine energy that align with me. Those are the ones I'm focusing on. I'm at the point I don't even see the women who vibrating on that lower level. I really don't even see them. Even if they look good, bro, I glance at them, okay, they look good. But after that, once I pick up they vibrating on that lower level, that all they got is their looks, I'm at the point my eye sees past the physical. So it's like I don't just stop at the physical no more. That's, in my opinion, that's little boy shit. Me looking at a woman like, oh, yeah, she's pretty, I want her to be my girl. What? That sounds like some little boy stuff. Let's be 100. We got to get past that. You got to get past that. So, like I said, I had to pull away from red pill content because I found myself getting consumed, saying, agreeing with these things about women. But I had to realize, bro, I don't even have these issues. And two, a lot of these women who be out here doing these things, I wasn't even attracted to it. So that's the other point I wanted to bring home before I finish this. The women who I was truly attracted to, both mentally and physically, bruh, they wasn't on none of that combativeness, feminism talk, none of that. So I had to sit back and think like, wait a minute, I'm about to play myself out of my position again. When I say again, not because I did it before, but because I said that same tagline in another video while I was talking about it was one of the videos, but I get what I'm saying. Yeah, that's how you play yourself out of your position, by giving attention to people that's lower than your frequency or lower than your vibration. It's like, bruh, I see what they doing, but the ones that I'm attracted to over here, they ain't on none of that. So now they see me entertaining this whole red pill talk or saying a woman ain't shit. They gonna look at me like, oh, man, you vibrating low. So just like that, boom, I just played myself out of my position, stoop myself right back down on the block, just like that, bro, just like that. So I'm telling you, bro, if you one of them guys who really don't have that issue with women, don't try to make it your issue. You feel me? Don't try to make it your issue. You know, other guys just gotta figure out, you know what I'm saying, what issue they're having with these women. They have to figure that out on their own, but don't make that your issue. Understand that it's a real problem for certain men. Understand that it could be a real problem for you if you start moving, you know what I'm saying, in a certain way that don't align you at a higher level or the high frequency level. Understand that could possibly potentially be a problem for you if you start moving in, you know what I'm saying, in a non dominant or masculine frame type of way. It could be, but just understand that could be doesn't mean that it's your reality. So stay within the frames of your reality that you're in. If you have that good relationship with women, bro, respect them. Even if you don't, still respect them. We gotta get back to just being mutually respectable. Even if we don't like each other, respect each other, so we can build from there. And I'm really just making this video for like the younger guys, because I see a lot of younger guys migrating to this red pill content. And like I said, it's important for them to know this content because it's a lot of the things that the red pill community talk about is true. But do not get too immersed within this information because you'll find yourself, like I said, in a dark place. You'll find yourself hating women, bro. You'll find yourself hating women off of situations that you see on the internet that you don't even really encounter to in real life. So just be mindful of that, man. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.